Second vocabulary for today. Types of movies. Vocabulary. Types of movies. Vocabulary. Types of movies. Vocabulary. Word number 1. Action movie. This is the first word for this vocabulary. Action movie. An action film is a film genre in which the protagonist or lead star are thrust into a series of events that typically include violence, extended fighting, physical feats, and frantic chases. So, an action movie includes violence, extended fighting, physical feats, and frantic chases. This is the definition of the word action movie. Esta es la definición de lo que es una action movie. Word number 2. Animated movies. Recuerden que estamos hablando types of movies, tipos de películas. El primer vocabulario hablaba de gente involucrada en películas. Second word, animated movies. Animated movies. This is the definition for animated movies. Animated films are ones in which individuals, drawings, paintings, or illustrations are photographed frame by frame. A stop frame cinematography. Usually, each frame differs slightly from the one preceding it, giving the illusion of movement when frames are projected in rapid succession at 24 frames per second. These are some examples of animated movies, for example, Mickey Mouse. And these are other movies, kind of animated films. Let's repeat, animated movies. Third word, science fiction movies. Science fiction movies. Science fiction movies. And what is the definition of a science fiction movie? A science fiction movie film is a genre that uses a speculative, fictional science-based phenomena that are not fully accepted by science, such as extraterrestrial life forms, alien worlds, extrasensory perception, and time travel, along with futuristic elements such as spacecraft and robots. This is the definition for fiction movies. Examples, for example, Star Wars. These are some examples of science fiction movies. Third word. Fourth, historical drama movies. Historical drama movies. Historical drama movies. A historical drama movies, also period drama, costume drama, or period piece, is a work set in a past time period, usually used in the context of film and television. Historical drama includes historical fiction and romances, adventure films, and swashbucklers. Many of the time, these historical movies, they tell something that happened in the past to someone. For example, the life of Martin Luther. For example, the Titanic, they are talking about something that happened in the past. So this is the definition for historical drama movies. Let's repeat the pronunciation. Historical drama movies. Fifth word, horror movies. Horror movies. And what is a horror movie? A horror film is a film that seeks to elicit fear for entertainment purposes. Horror may also overlap with the fantasy, supernatural fiction, and thriller genres. Horror films often aim to evoke viewers nightmares, fears, revulsions, and terror of the unknown. This is an example of a horror movie. Okay? Horror movies, and this is the definition of what is a horror movie. Another type of movie, word number 6, musical movies. Musical movies. Musical movies. A musical film is a genre in which songs by the characters are interwoven into the narrative, sometimes accompanied by dancing. The songs usually advance the plot or develop the film's characters, but in some cases they serve merely as breaks in the storyline, often as elaborate production numbers. This is an example of a musical movie, and this is the definition of what is a musical movie. 6th word, musical movies. Musical movies. 7th word, a 7th type of movie, romantic movies. Romantic movies. Romantic movies. Romance films or romance movies are romantic love stories recorded in visual media for broadcast in theaters and on TV that focus on passion, emotion, and the affectionate romantic involvement of the main characters and the journey that their love takes them through dating, courtship, or marriage. These are some examples of romantic movies. Romantic movies. Romantic movies. Comedy movies. Comedy movies. Comedies movies. A comedy film are called laugh films, designed to elicit laughter from the audience. These are some examples of comedy movies. Comedy movies. We have some other types of movies, but these are the only ones that we're going to study because they are a lot. They are like 16, so we're only going to study 8. Remember, this is the second vocabulary word. El primer vocabulario que vimos fueron people involved in movies. Second vocabulary, types of movies. Van a copiar todas las palabras con las definiciones en sus cuadernos.